Welcome
He's
back.
like,
Hi.
Also, my video resized itself again, and I don't know why it keeps doing this. It's fine. I'll fix
I washed
it.
my beard yesterday.
Oh,
A annual event for Magdor.
Yes. Well, it was starting to smell, and I haven't really washed it since I got it. But I only really wear it,
Yeah,
Still
still a good
nice.
indicator.
Yeah.
I'm happy you have a clean beard, Agdor, because mine is
Yes,
getting
but now
very,
it's all
very
tangled.
scraggly. It's all tangled? You gotta brush it out, bro. Put some beard oil in that.
I don't know if that'd be effective.
No, I'm just joking. So welcome back, everyone. It's been a crazy week. It's fucking like cloudy in LA.
It's snowing here right now.
Yeah,
Ohio.
my family sent me a photo in Kansas where in the morning it was like 3 inches of snow, and then in the afternoon it was completely green and it was like 75 degrees. It's the Midwest is crazy. But I'm excited to play Dungeons and Dragons with you.
Oh yeah.
Give you guys a little bit of sound effects. Ooh. Because we are at a wrecked flying fortress. We should explain to people how we got there. Yes?
Ideally.
Sure. Well, we do that by rolling dice. Any dice rollers?
I got a
I
13.
rolled. I'm pretty sure I'm reading.
I rolled a 5.
I rolled You got a 4, a 13, a 5, right? Those are the 3 rolls so
Yeah,
far.
yes.
1.
Motherfucking 1.
Natural 1, baby. Let's go.
So
Getting it out of the way now so you can kill us with crits later.
Yep.
yeah.
Damn it.
I mean, I get 1 inspiration point. I think this is coming to us from our very own Vol Stormstriker Val Nagoni. So, inspiration point for you pre-reading this, as that is the prerequisite. I'm just gonna read it, like, with my voice. No voices.
Yep.
I'm not gonna pretend to be you. I can't do that.
Yep.
From Archon's Tower, this is episode 26. From Archon's Tower, he proceeded to a mirror, a giant block of ice that acts as some sort of communicative portal into a different layer of hell. We talked with a Cambion who basically told Yorven that he shouldn't be here and that his father is Mephistopheles. From here, we proceeded back to Uldrak's grave and freed him from his contract. Having obtained the blood of a Titan, we went on to free Ralzala, I think that was their name, and we freed the unicorn who seemed to have no recollection of how he came to be in Avernus or how long he was there. He did not let me ride him, but he let me pet him. Ralzala, big differentiation. Ralzala gave us a letter of introduction inscribed on basalt, and directed us to Bell's Forge to meet with Lord Bell, Zariel's second in command. Publicly, Bell has no interest in helping us achieve our goals. However, through a telepathic conversation, he struck a deal with us. Retrieve some adamantine rods from a fallen castle so that he may continue to do his work and equip the Devil Army with weapons with which to fight against the demons. In return, he will tell us the location of the Bleeding Citadel where supposedly Zariel's sword lies, an artifact that will help us free Elturel. Yep,
Yeah,
I figured
that
as
was
much.
what I was going for.
In return for some soul coins, Bell will also forge Yorven and Magdor some armor, and he offered to enchant a weapon of mine, but I'm not sure. At this point, I'm not sure if it's the weapon or that it's me lacking in quality.
Oof. You
Bell
are
directed us to a
great
devil.
quality.
Damn, yeah. Self-punch. Stop hitting yourself, man. Bell directed us to a devil that he had captured. I can't remember what it was called, but it was an ugly amalgamation of flesh. Inspiration point, if anybody can remember it.
Sybriax.
Yes. Okay, I was thinking Symbiont. It is a Sybriax. Inspiration point. Good job, Tim. This creature apparently sought knowledge and knew where our fallen castle was. He asked us to free him. We refused. Having reached an impasse, Lulu remembered which way we had to go and so left him to his torture. The landscape of Vernus is vast and ever-changing. Time makes no sense. Distance makes no sense. We quickly arrive at the fallen castle. It should have taken at least a day, but it was a few hours. As we approach, I get on Night Sparks and get ready to scout ahead through the ethereal as we notice some dastardly winged creatures flying overhead.
So
So I
that,
just
that
have-
last line was a little old. That was like little 1950s music. Those dastardly fucking winged creatures. But like that was. A
I
good
get
word
on
in my
Night
head
Sparks
at the
and I head
time.
ready to scout overhead through the ethereal as we notice some dastardly winged creatures flying overhead.
Yeah, there we go.
It's the
Sorry,
it's
Brandon,
the
I cut you.
Legend of Korra voice at the beginning of every episode. Yeah. But that's where we're at. Looking at this giant
forget-
thing, I believe. What?
We're
forget
also
what?
level 12.
Oh right,
You
we're also
are.
level 12.
Yeah, because I
Yes.
forgot. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
This
you
is-
have time.
This is a feat level too, so I gotta look at some feats while we play.
Ew.
Yeah, I just took the ASI, so now I have
It's
my
charging,
first
sir.
ever 20 in a stat in any of my characters. Any
Nice.
campaign. So I have a 20 dexterity now, which means I hit things gooder. Hopefully,
Hopefully gooder.
hopefully much
Oh.
more gooder.
It's just really funny to say it that way. I hit things gooder.
Much gooder.
I was
Much
going to
gooder.
take the Warcaster feat,
Yes.
but now I
But
don't
you
need
don't
to.
have
So
to.
good.
Yes.
So now I don't know
Nope.
what I need to do.
Now, granted, if you ever decide to unattune from that armor, or if attunement is forced broken by someone
Right.
taking it from you or something, then you would no longer have it.
So that's fine.
Totally.
Nobody takes my armor.
All right, let me get us focused on the right area here. Very nice. Okay. Whoop. There it is. We're at the wrecked flying fortress. And there is actually, I forgot to reveal where the Sibriax was. Because that should have been moved. Mapla. Okay. That way you're just seeing more things revealed, so you have a general idea of where to
Right.
go.
Right.
So you jump into the ethereal on Night Sparks. What do you guys? What's
Followed
happening?
By
Fiddle.
Chiclet. Chittle.
Chicklet.
Cheetle.
Cheekless.
Cheetle.
Cheekless.
Chittle. Yeah. So I'm basically Vol, Night Sparks, and Chittle are gonna go on a scouting mission to see what we can see. Basically, go through the entirety of it as safely as we can. Because despite being the ethereal, Vol's unsure of whether or not he will be actually safe.
When you're in the
So-
ethereal plane, can you pass through walls?
Yes. You can pass through any matter.
Cool.
Unless, like,
then there's
the matter states otherwise.
nothing that you need to explore because I need to tell you the entire outlaying of this entire place. Everything
So,
and anything. If you're gonna spend the time, it's gonna take hours because it's massive.
But you can't necessarily see people in the ethereal plane. Pretty sure. Like,
Yeah.
so if there are creatures and stuff,
Oh, that's fair.
we don't know.
So at very least, you'll know the outlay. But you'd say,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so yeah, it would take a couple
you can
hours.
See and hear the plane. You can see and hear the plane you originated from, but everything there looks gray, and you can't see anything more than 60 feet away.
Okay. So you may be able to make out shadows, but you won't know what they are or
Okay.
anything.
Yeah.
You won't be able to make out what they're saying. I assume it's kind
It's
of
like Twilight Princess. They're just little spirits
little
around.
spirits. Yeah, like their little
Spirit
soul
blade.
center.
Okay.
Okay.
And
So
because
the
we have Chiclet, I think I'd be able to communicate some things to your vent because they can do that telepathically as long as they're within some range. So I'd
I think we have to
probably
be on the same plane of existence.
So I'd have Chiclet be relaying information at least, saying that it would take some time for me to do this, but then Vol would want to like see if he can at least figure out where the adamantine rods are, not
Okay.
necessarily like the threads, but like get a good layout of the area. If we want to kind of like skip forward and
Okay.
say I do that.
well, there are well, I guess. Oh man, this is cool. So this is what the image looked like. This is what it looked like when it was not buried in sand. Kind of just imagine a giant, for those who can't see this photo, it's like a big camping stake, basically. Just got, or like a railroad stake. You know, it's got like a kind of an edged top, and then it's really tall.
And if you've
Just
seen
like 450
Thor
feet
2,
tall.
and if you've seen Thor 2, it's like the Dark Elves ship.
It's
There you
it's
go.
actually, if you've seen Baldur's Gate, the trailer for like the beginning when they go into hell, they they have several of these like citadel things in the
And they look like this.
trail. Yeah, the trailer.
Well,
It's pretty cool.
So what you're able to recognize first and foremost as you search through the ethereal plane is that I would guess the first goal is trying to figure out how to get in, not for yourself, but for your allies, since they can't just jump in and out of the ethereal plane. There is a rooftop hatch. And that's like, it's like a 10 square foot 10 foot square hatch on the top. But you do see some shadows up around that hatch that you can't, you don't know what they are, but there are things up there. There are these little, like near where the command deck would be, closest to the top, there are some vents you think they might be able to get into, as well as there is a grilled vent at the bottom, where it's like a 5-foot diameter pipe. I mean, you're not sure exactly what the purpose would be, but it would be big enough for them to make their way up in. And oh, let's see what else is here. Oh, that's fun. Please tell me there's more to this. I don't want to see other locations. What is this? It's being dumb. I apologize, guys. I thought I was in the right
Fine.
spot. I was not.
Just
There we go.
easily understand and comprehend hundreds of different, maps instantaneously. Ugh. Can't believe it, dude.
Odd. It's doing some fun stuff to me right now. Oh, that's why. Dirt. Okay. So I will read the description of the Flying Fortress again so we can get a visual of what you're looking at. A towering wreck rises from the scorched hellscape. It looks like a giant sword blade tilted at a 20-degree angle and partly buried in the ground. Much of its exposed hull is rusted and torn asunder. Hot wind screams as it tears through the hollow structure, and 6 giant vultures fly above it. You know what those vultures are now. Yeah, so it looks like there's holes all over it that are rusted and open that people can get through that intake place. If you could get to the top and deal with whatever's up there, you may be able to get in above. Similarly, it looks like there are the command deck is probably where you're gonna want to go. It has the most rooms that are intact. And you're even able to make out in one of the rooms specifically. Let me see where it is. In one room, kind of in the back, there's 2 doors that are larger and thicker, and you can see that they're probably locked by something. But being in the ethereal plane, you're able to move through them after you search through. There are other creatures kind of moving around up here. Some in some of the vents that kind of move around slowly. There is a larger sort of blob in one of the vents as well. But this room specifically has what you recognize as a large, fairly ornate-looking claw-footed safe. And as far as I assume you're going to spend a good amount of time, just trying to scout this place out. And that seems to be the most likely place that something so valuable would be kept.
Were there creatures in the room with the safe?
Let's see. No. But it does seem as though there are creatures, in varying locations around this place. One of the rooms has a creature that's kind of like huddled in the corner, and it seems to constantly be talking, but obviously you can't understand what it's saying. There is... Oh, awesome. Yeah, so this area just has that one creature, the command deck. But like I said, above that, on that hatch, there were some other creatures on top of the structure itself. But other than that, it seems pretty chill if you could somehow get up here unnoticed. But there, like I said, there was creatures in the vents. There was other creatures kind of like crawling around all over it in different places.
I have an idea. Let's see if it works. Because we might bypass this entire thing if it works. I'm gonna go back because I just remembered something. I'm gonna go back to the party after however much time has passed. Reappear, step back, and then relay anything that I've.
Real quick.
Yes.
It took you 40 minutes because being in the ethereal plane. Is there anything pointedly that you guys wanted to be doing as we are off, paying attention to character agency that you wanted to be doing there, or do you just want to just wait it out until he shows back up?
Magdo, are you feeling all right? You look a little out of it.
I'm good. A little tired. That's it.
Right. I know this place is it's pretty intoxicating, one might say. It really smokes you out.
That one looks like that one's a horse. As I take another hit of my let me get the name of this because I don't remember exactly what it's called. Pipe of Smoke Monsters.
Oh, your pipe of monsters? Yeah.
That Jorvin and I have been enjoying in here.
Like a little monster stick.
Jorvin. No.
Yes?
Oh, that one looks like not Sparks.
It kind of does, actually. I mean, it also kind of looks like Sparkle Sparks, since there's no specific, coloration. It's just smoke, but, whatever you like.
And look,
that's our conversation.
Great!
For several hours, we're just
chatting.
out on the plains of hell.
Back to you, Vol.
Vol will reappear and relay all the information that he's learned. So I have an idea. Night Sparks here, being a very good girl, was able to take multiple people into the ethereal plane. I found probably where the thing might be. If we want to just zoop, and then you just come with me. We just walk there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we could do that.
Because you don't... Going by rules as written. Nightmare and up to 3 willing creatures within 5 feet of it magically enter the ethereal plane from the material plane or vice versa.
Laura, I gave up my helmet because I wanted to make it harder for us. Don't make Glenn make this decision.
Yeah, well,
Oh
Vol's
no,
been
that's
dying.
the horse. The horse is staring at you because she needs to be convinced that she should take them with her. She's willing to do it for you because she is bound.
Yeah,
but
well,
give me
well, that's
a
why,
persuasion check with advantage.
Before you ask me to do that, let me just finish what I was trying to say. Because of the rules as written, it doesn't mean that they have to be riding her.
I
She
know.
can just help them enter the ethereal.
I know.
Okay, cool. She doesn't have to.
Persuasion
doesn't
check
have to
with
be riding
advantage.
them, bro. A 9 because I have a -1 to persuasion.
Great, you did it.
Hooray.
She's willing to do it.
You
It
did
wasn't a high DC. She was just like, okay. That's kind of what
Figure
you're
out
getting from her.
Yeah.
Oh, that would never happen. No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
There are some creatures throughout the thing I wasn't able to make out specifically what they might be, but I want to avoid tangling with the ones up there. And I was going to kind of point at the birds. They don't seem too friendly. That means, Chittle, you can't come along for this one unless you dismiss him.
I'll wait with the car.
Okay.
And he goes, disappears. And you hear from where he is now invisible in that general area, and like just his face pops back up, and he goes, "Is that okay? Joven?"
Joven.
Okay. He just goes in.
Wow, he's really picking up some agency. Must feel nice. Anyways,
Must feel nice. He can do whatever he wants. He's the homie.
I'm assuming I have to leave Little Mag door here.
Yes, for now.
All right.
Because if it works out, we're just in. There's a save. Deal with the save. Whatever else might pop up, and then we just suck it up and leave. And I'd rather do interact with that save with the two of you by my side, because who knows what's gonna happen.
I mean, I do have a spell if we'd like to wait for a long period of time. Do I have it prepared?
Spell. What are you
now?
gonna do? Just go ahead and knock on the door of the safe, and it'll open up for us.
Yes, precisely.
Oh.
In fact,
Oh.
What's that spell called where you knock on the safe and it opens up for us?
it's called "Open Up, Motherfucker."
Ah, that one.
It's a
remember
personal
coming
creation of
across
mine.
Ah,
I
by
do not have it
the revered
prepared now.
mage Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. Exactly. Precisely.
He's also the author of a book revered by barbarians everywhere called "Chopping Motherfuckers in Half." So, and that's real.
It's a popular tome. I've read it a couple times already.
I'm willing to wait. We know where it is. We're not on a specific time frame.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we've got time here.
I can
Let's
always just paint a hole around the core.
well, we could do that.
Sure. No offense, your event, but I'd rather not keep Lord Bell waiting, and the sooner we're out of
fair.
hell, the better. Okay, if you're all ready, then I'll have Night Sparks do her thing, and then we just have a little hike to go into this flying fortress.
Sparkle Night Spark. Got it.
Yes, and remember, I'm your key to entering, coming back into the material plane, and then going back into the ethereal, so in an emergency, don't stray too far.
I was gonna say, is that a threat? Remember, I'm your
No.
key back.
I'm just so you know what your priorities are. If we're getting our asses handed to us, but most likely it's gonna be. Anyways, and then Vol will do the thing, and then we go.
I'm going to cast Intellect Fortress on myself just in case.
So how long are you waiting?
Oh, I thought we were
just gonna
no. Brandon's going to do a little painty paint.
Oh, because he's gonna
he's-
use. We forgot we've got the paints. Yeah. Bypass everything in the module.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Totally.
I'm just locked.
What are those
picking.
things called
LR,
again?
don't make it hard. Hard
Huh?
on Glenn,
What are they
but
called
also
again?
let's just do this really easy.
The paint.
Yeah.
Marvelous pigments.
Yeah.
Marvelous pigments.
Checking to see if they can paint through magical objects.
Hmm. Hmm. Ah. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Oh, okay. All right. Very cool. I am up to speed. So you guys hop in the ethereal plane and then
Yes.
follow
Vol will be
up
leading them.
through the inside, you know, in a path that people can walk. Because you're still limited by that. You even pass through, you know, some larger pipes. And because you're in the ethereal plane, you pass through some of these creatures, what you would recognize as creatures, and some of them are quite large. One of them is actually a huge creature in a massive vent that you have to walk through. Make a history check, Vol, and Magdor.
Make a what check?
Just these guys, because this was something that was you weren't there for.
10.
17.
Okay. Magdor, you remember that the size of this thing and like the length of it is approximately the same size as the Remmer haze that you guys fought up in the mountains. About the same size. And you pass through it and eventually make your way to the top. And let me pass the stuff over to this real fast. I'm gonna leave it open and revealed because you guys would be, very least one of you be aware of everything that is there. So I'm not super worried about showing that. Now, that it should be noted that the one creature that you did see on this floor, Vol, was in the room leading to this room, and you're gonna pass by him and then go through those double doors, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm that. Very cool. Very cool. Let me zoom in a little bit here because we are actually just right here. Okay, so you guys can see everything there, right?
No.
No, sir.
Yeah, it's fogged.
So.
Oh, it's all fogged?
Yeah.
That's really weird because I didn't turn Fog of War on.
It just would have been automatic.
It's never been automatic before. Excuse me. I don't know why you can't see this. I'm not sure what to do because I'm revealing it and nothing's happening because it's still just a big black screen for you.
Yeah, wait. How are you really, like, let me look at the stream real quick. Hang on. It looks like there are sources of light. Are you using this based, like, is it something reveal based on vision or anything?
Nope. I don't have dynamic lighting set on.
Okay.
And if I go to background and go reveal areas, it just moves it.
Reveal would usually be on the map and token layer, but I think also if you go into, when you open the drop down menu for like the maps and you hit the settings for
map and token, or map and background, or objects and tokens?
Objects and tokens, sorry.
Okay. But if you go to what?
If you like open up the map settings, you know how you switch players around and stuff, and so when you have that drop down to switch people around.
Yeah.
So at the corner
Page
of whatever
settings?
map we're currently on, yeah, the page settings.
Dynamic lighting off. Why was it on?
There it is. Yep.
Weird.
Oh my
So that's what-
god.
yeah.
I paid for the pro account or whatever, so it just automatically turned it on. You can see that now, right?
Yes.
Oh my god. Thank you, LR.
Yeah. Yeah.
That made so much sense that it was stupid. I got really mad in my private game with some friends because I was like, I paid $50 for the year so that it's less intuitive to use. Anyway, I like Roll20. Sometimes it's just hard to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys
a little over the
are in
top,
here
like,
then.
sometimes.
You can move your characters into this room because this is where it is. And I will read the description of what it is while you are doing that. Also, it's completely dark in here. Zero light source.
I have dark
This
vision.
dark room, yeah, you can see things with disadvantage. Get out of here. This dark room contains a metal console that has torn free of the wall to your right, which is that thing that looks like a workbench. Pinned between the console and another wall is a small, desiccated, winged devil that looks like it was crushed to death. In another corner stands a 3-foot block of infernal iron, a locked safe with clawed feet and a 3-dial mechanism built into its thick door. Each dial bears numerals written in infernal.
For what it's worth, because we would have had to have like all been close to me, so Night Sparks should also be here with us. Nightmares do give off bright and dim light within 10 feet or something like that.
Cool. You can see in here. But also Night Sparks is a large creature, so it is very cramped. If Night Sparks is still summoned in here.
I'd ask Night Sparks to, because I think I can communicate with her telepathically, to step into the ethereal. Then I don't know where you lose a light source.
Now you
No, we
can't
don't.
see.
No, we don't. I pull out the flame tongue rapier and activate.
There you
it.
go. Okay. You did it. You guys can see just fine.
All right. This is what I found. This looks a little too. Your Ven, this is if before we want to try the paint, if you wanted to see what it was and be smart about it, this is your moment. Oh, sorry, you're muted, by the way, Mystic.
Sure, I'll examine the safe.
Okay. What are you attempting to determine while during this examination?
If there are like any traps or generally like what it says, because I could speak Infernal, so.
If you read Infernal, so you know that it's just numbers.
Okay.
It's just Infernal numerology.
Is there any papers nearby that might have some a combination on it?
You can make a perception check to look around for it. It looks like it is a 3-digit combination, and the numbers go from 0 to 9.
Oh, I rolled a 19, but I'm gonna roll it on roll 20 because I think that'll be more fun. I rolled a natural 1. Not even joking.
Awesome. Yeah, no. You look around and then you think, why would they leave the combination in the room with the safe? Nah, it's not here.
All right. It just seems like a 3-digit lock safe. Can I investigate the safe itself for traps?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead and do investigation check.
18 total.
18. It does not seem as though there are any traps on it. You do find a line for what looks like that leads you to believe there may be an alarm mechanism on it, but obviously it's not like anybody's gonna come rushing, very likely. But it also does seem, well, I mean, the crew's gone, but the safe itself is of very high quality, and in your experience studying magic, you are pretty certain that there's some sort of magic involved with the safe.
Okay. For those, it seems that this is a magical safe, which would make sense considering that there is a bars of adamantium inside.
Which I assume it's here. Magdor, would you be able to confirm for us? If because you used that spell to figure out where they were. Could you just use that spell again to see if they're pointing to the safe? Because my idea being that what if we just take the safe?
All right. I'm gonna cast locate object again for adamantine.
In this safe.
It's in the safe.
So it should be noted, Vol, when you initially came in here, you did recognize that you could not see into this. You could not penetrate the walls of this safe, even in the ethereal plane.
Okay, good. Then that works out with what I was saying, because I was just assuming that this would be. I was even roleplaying. I was assuming that this is where it would be, because you didn't say that I saw them here. You just said I saw them.
No.
No. So okay, good. That works out. So as long as it's not nailed to the ground, we could just take this and leave.
Oh.
I mean, a giant place like this seems like it would have some other goodies to discover and explore. And I'm not a greedy man. You all know that I'm willing to share my investments, but I know Magdor might be down for a thing or two.
I'm absolutely down to explore as long as we stick together, because
of course
I have a backup plan in case things get too hairy.
Everyone say hi to Barb, by the way. Barb is here.
Hi, Barb! I need to switch this over here so my face is pointing towards my camera.
Yeah.
Hi, Barb!
Give me the money shot. Money shot!
Let's see if we can lift this into the portable hole. Is that okay, Magdor?
So those kegs, there should be plenty of room.
Right. Yeah, let's do that and then explore it a little bit. Night Sparks is close by and in the ethereal, so if we ever need a quick escape, she will get us out of here.
Yoven, can you pick it up with your ring and put it in if I set up my hole?
We'll see. Does it weigh more than 1,000 pounds, Glenn?
That is a wonderful question. Yes.
It does?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Could I try to,
what is it? a 3-foot block of infernal iron, I think is it's pretty safely over 1,000 pounds. I've seen gun safes that are smaller and way more.
Yeah. Well, could I like tip it slightly? Maybe not lift it completely, but like tip it on its axis a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that whatever the athletics or strength check you would make to push with the hand with the telekinesis or with the telekinesis.
So I'm
not with the hand.
gonna tell Magdor. Okay, I'm going to. It's really really heavy. I'm going to tip it up, and then put the hole underneath it, and then maybe it'll tip into the hole.
It takes me 10 minutes to set up the hole.
Fuck it then. Never mind.
I mean, I could set it up next to it. I just can't do it on a whim. How far over do you think I should put it?
Put it like as close to it as physically possible.
All right, I'm gonna take it down, set it up as close as I can.
Okay.
So you're gonna push it on this side? And I'm
So
gonna point to
the
opposite
hole's
side.
on this side. I'm gonna try and tip it into the hole.
All right,
and then
I'll push it too. from
Yeah,
that
you
way.
and Vol push it maybe.
Vol should stay over there.
All
I'll
right.
just stay in the corner.
No, help you, idiot. Just.
Yeah, my 10's gonna be really helpful here.
You're pushing an object. You know it's always helpful. Okay, so I have about 1,000 pounds covered with my telekinesis.
Yeah, I mean, you start to push against it, but it literally feels like it is never going to move.
Like even tip over.
No.
Well, all right then.
Go ahead
Guess
and make
that's
an
that.
Arcana check for me, Mr. Arcane Knowledge.
That thing is canted, and I'm pissed about it. 15.
15. It is likely the only thing that could keep this amount of strength from tipping it, because to tip it shouldn't be lifting it.
Yeah,
Sure,
the
would take a
full-
lot.
yeah.
but to tip it, you should be able to do that. And the only thing that you think could do that would probably be sovereign glue.
Oh no.
But it is something that like
What is
people
the
that
floor made out of?
it's metal, but people that want to protect their shit, like they glue that shit down. They'll pay
Okay.
for sovereign glue.
Okay. So this is just player to DM. The safe is a claw-footed safe, meaning that the whole bottom of the safe is not making contact with the floor. Correct? It's just the claws of the feet that it's on.
That could be insinuated by the description.
Okay, cool. So we could just remove the claws.
It's infernal iron. Have you ever tried to break infernal iron?
Oh, we're not trying to break it. We're
Have
trying
you?
to erase it.
Oh, you're gonna erase the legs?
This is really tough.
Yeah, let's just erase the legs.
I
And
need
then
a
tip
good
them under-
background. You would assume that the background color would be red, Glenn,
Why?
because we're in Avernus. I mean, they like their red colors.
Be gray.
He's asking about the background of like the.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like the
maybe
wall.
gray and a little bit of orange because it's like rusty and metal.
I just gotta match that background color to make it look like you can see the background of the leg. So that's how you make a hole. Make it, camouflage. So you guys are gonna
All
just
right.
see Magdor paint.
Make a
Yovin,
performance check.
Hold on, I'm not done yet. Yovin, can you hold this up? Because when I paint off that last leg, it's going to fall.
Make sure it's the leg nearest to us, so you could back off. But I'll try and keep it,
Right. Just hold it
Push-
up. Like,
I'll
hold
push it
up.
towards the hole.
All right. All right. Wait, I have to do performance check to paint?
Actually, what's gonna happen is that you take you like start to match the colors and figure out what you're gonna need for that, and you try to make that first bit of, that first stroke, and as you do, the paint just kind of like falls onto the ground off of it.
The paint doesn't work. I also want to say I am proficient in painting supplies.
If you want to make, the performance check was to be like, how accurately did you make the thing? And then I was like, fuck, it's not going to paint it, so I'm not even going to make you roll that. Yeah, it looks like it's magically warded from being busted into like this.
Good thing you didn't make me roll, because I got a 2.
It's green.
Oh, I thought you said green, not gray.
I don't think it's going to work like that, guys.
But you don't lose
What
any
if I
paint. You're
paint
able
it
to
out?
just pick it up and put it back in. No problem.
What about painting away the floor?
We
And then
can do
we
that,
just
I
tip-
suppose.
You could just tip the
LR,
floor
you
over,
are
see that?
familiar. You are familiar with this structure, and you know that in parts it is not very sound. Painting the floor away and letting a 3 by 3 foot block of infernal iron fall through the floor. You don't know what's gonna happen
Oh no,
That's
no,
why
no.
Jovan
if
holds
that
it up.
happens.
Yeah. So no, what's gonna? It's like you have to think of it like a can, or like peeling open like a can of a lid, right? So it's gonna be painting along the sides, and you're just being tipped over slowly. By the time it's fully like painted as a circle, it just falls into the hole.
Are we putting the hole underneath it?
You just go one level down, put the hole underneath it, and just drop straight down and destroys a fucking extra dimensional space. Because of how heavy this thing is, apparently.
We're all teleported. Yeah, this could, actually, that's a good point. This could be a portable hole inside of this.
I was literally just thinking that this could be another.
Dimension. Let's just go find the combination.
What are the chances that the combination
Yeah.
is 666?
Let's try it.
Let's try it. And I do everybody stand back. I do 666.
See what the code is.
If it's
You put
actually 666.
in, and
Yeah.
you hear 3 mechanisms click, 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 and it's open.
All right. I guess I'll see you next week, Glenn.
So that's the whole live stream forever. We're done. Bye. It's the funniest thing is when the dials are set to 6-6-6, and then and then in parentheses it says 666 in infernal, and I'm like, what?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
we did 666 in Roman in common. We got to redo it.
Yeah,
I only
Yeah.
suggested that because of that. Mac, do you remember back in Neverwinter there was that band that always played at the Leviathan, the Iron Maiden, and they had that really popular song, "The Number of the Beast," and they said it was 666, and they were talking about devils, and I didn't realize that would work.
apparently it's
Amazing.
significant.
Amazing what you can hear on your travels. Storytellers of
The
old.
Iron Maiden.
What's in this
Was that the name
fucking
of the
safe,
bar or the
Glenn?
band?
I need to message LR something that I forgot to tell him earlier, and I don't want you guys to hear out loud. So,
You've been reading ahead, haven't you, Nick?
Monka.
I swear to God, dude, I just because this is hell, and I've been thinking of going back to Doom Eternal and 666 demons, devils. What
It's the
the
mark of the
Revelation.
Why would Wizards of the Coast choose something like that though?
That's because they want to make fun of the satanic
No,
panic people.
I understand why they'd want to for that, but if it's supposed to be a puzzle, don't make it something like that.
I think it's
I don't
fucking
know.
hilarious, but also,
I think so too.
Glenn, we're still gonna
check your Telegram.
we're gonna go through this fucking through this goddamn place.
Oh, I know
okay?
you are. Inside of the safe, as I am now no longer distracted by that specifically, you see 9 adamantine rods, each one weighing about 3 pounds and engraved with runes that spell out the words in Infernal, Solar Incendiator Lock, followed by a number from 1 to 9.
That's not
Now,
ominous.
I need you guys
No.
to make a history check for me, all 3 of you.
Does it have to do with stone?
I'm gonna use advantage.
You may.
Got it.
Uh, first one was better.
22.
Same, also 22.
8.
8. 22s. You remember Thavius Krieg talking about some sort of thing called a solar incendiator, and he referred to the companion as the solar incendiator. You remember what the companion is? The big light above El Terrell that turned into a thing that transported it to hell. So the big light that's now shooting lightning all over El Terrell, still above the city, is what he referred to as the solar incendiator. And what you just found is 9 rods that each read solar incendiator lock with numbers 1 through 9 on them.
Do you think this
Oh.
is the key to the chain?
I think that might be a reasonable guess.
So what do we do?
You go lock the incendiator, and then we go back and get our armor. After El Terrell is teleported back.
But wouldn't that mean that Bell wouldn't get his rods? I mean, we're not sure how any of these things work anyways.
True.
The armor was a separate deal from all of this. We were looking for the Bleeding Citadel, so we don't return with the bars. We don't know where the Bleeding Citadel is, or we find an alternate source of information or route.
But Bell's kind of on our side, yeah?
I don't
Kind of.
necessarily know if he's on our side. He's on the side of not liking Zariel.
And it would directly contradict the plans of Zariel to return El Terrell to the material plane.
So,
And it would show a sign of weakness, which would create possibly a split faction of some sort.
I like the sound of that, and I just want to make sure, because if anything I've learned since we've been here is the words you choose. And so if we can make the proper argument in the right way and make sure we don't trap ourselves into anything, I'm down to do so, because if this means helping free El Terrell, then sure, so be it. We didn't
Well,
sign our
certainly-
story away, so
We agreed to find adamantine bars. We did not agree to find incendiator locks. Those are 2 separate items. That's legalese, Glenn. If you don't like it, ask your wife.
anyways, as
He
we're about
said
to explore
3-foot adamantine bars. These are 3-foot adamantine bars, which happen to be solar incendiator locks.
No, these are solar incendiator locks, which happen to be 3-foot adamantine bars.
Fine, find 9 more 3-foot adamantine bars for me, please.
Sure.
Anyway, so what's happening now, gents?
Before we carry on exploring, something I forgot to mention is that somewhere in the lower levels there's a couple of cell blocks, and one of them still has a prisoner.
Also, when we were coming in, I saw more of those centipede things that your dad makes armor out of.
Oh no, memorizes. Those were not fun.
No. Actually, it was kind of fun.
It was
Little
a little
bit.
fun. Yeah, it was.
It was.
We
But
could
they're
have
not
done with a
fun. I know.
back-to-back fight.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then your grandma died.
yeah, that was real pleasant. All right. I'd like to go see who this prisoner is. He so appears to be still locked there. And really get to see what they look like. But beyond that,
What? Prisoner?
there's a prisoner still locked in one of the cells below. In
Oh.
one of the lower levels.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, let's
Seemingly
go kill
alive.
things. Let's go kill
Um,
things. We need a little
Little action.
action. Yes.
Sure. All right. Yeah.
Lead the way.
Let's go.
You know this place better
Where?
than any of us.
I do. First, I suppose I'll just lead everybody out to this main room.
Okay.
Quick question:
stealthily,
Did
if
we
you
take
walk
the
out-
bars?
Yeah. Yes, we took the bars. Please, we took.
You can
Okay.
put those in the hole
For
if
the
you
love
want.
of God.
All right.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Well, I could put it in the bag of holding, so you don't have to set up your hole if you don't want to. What?
Isn't the bag of holding 2.5 or 2 cubic feet? Or is it 3 cubic feet?
Yeah, but it can hold like 500 pounds.
No. Yeah.
Oh,
no.
I guess it's an
the.
obscure amount of space. Yeah. Yeah. So you could put them in.
Yeah. It's no. It's like a. I think it's considered to be like a 70 by like 30 foot space, like
64
something
cubic
cute.
feet.
64 cubic feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
64 cubic feet?
Yeah. Bag of
Oh,
holding.
that's like an
Yes.
8 by 8 space. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, that's huge. It's like a small warehouse. Awesome. Very cool. So yeah, you put those in your bag of holding. And I did want to remind you there is a creature in the door just outside of the doors that you are currently inside of.
I want to kill it.
Did you say that creature isn't that the desecrated creature, or was that one?
No,
inside?
that's in the room. That's in the room you're currently
Ah,
in.
I
Out
see,
in the
I
other room
see.
was the one that was like in the corner and it was just like talking
Okay.
constantly.
Yeah. All right. Before we head out, there's a weird creature in this next room here. Didn't really see what it was, and it was all muffled, but it was just sitting in a corner and just whispering things. Yufin, why don't you go out first?
Sounds great. God! And then I just kick open the door.
And there's another door. Look on the map.
What the hell? I know. I see it on the map. and then I'm like, God damn it!
Sorry,
Let's do it again.
I just walked through the wall. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And then I do it again.
And the creature looks like a humanoid hyena, and it skitters to the other side of the room in fear as you bust open the door, and then it doesn't. It just like reacts to the sound, and then just goes run, flies. Wind. No, your eyelash, and he's like chewing on a bone.
You're then. Well, I will just be like, it's insane and it's not aggressive. And I put down my staff of power. And you there, insane one.
Run. Running. He's
What's going on here?
See the sky. Ooh, did you? No. No. And he just continues like that, never actually responding to you.
I wanted to kill something, and I just
Uh,
walk out.
Let me see. If you wanted to determine whether or not it had some sort of spell causing that, you could make an Arcana check to
Sure.
figure out whether or not there's something affecting his mind that would, could be removed to make him more sane or...
25.
25. Holy shit. Yes, it is very likely under the effects of some sort of powerful spell. And it is, though it is a powerful spell, the power of the spell is in the length of it, not in the remedy to it. So you could cast like a Greater Restoration, a heal spell, or something similar, and that would likely help him regain his mental faculties.
All right. I don't have anything like that. Oh wait, I have Dispel Magic. Cool. Sure, I'll do that. Dispel Magic.
Cool. You go up to him and cast Dispel Magic, and you see it's almost like a kind of like a static disappears from the air around him, and this creature that you guys would recognize as a gnoll then looks at you lucidly for the first time, and its eyes look weird, like cloudy. And in that moment, it smiles at you, and bursting forth from within its skin, you see a medium-sized creature, but still 8-9 feet tall, with spikes coming out of its mouth and the face of a giant toad, and spikes coming out all over its skin, and it laughs and attacks you. Roll initiative.
Aw, my poor nobody died.
Poor Nolbud.
No, this is his true form, I promise you.
Yeah.
Aw, he died.
God damn it, I wasted a spell on this guy.
25.
Good lord.
14.
Okay.
Fantastic.
What? A 7.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you. Thank you. Okay. All right. I'm going to give everyone but your Ven the surprise condition, as he was close enough to be able to react. What's up?
I'm incapable of being surprised because of the storm rune.
All the time, even when it's not active?
You can be surprised as long as you aren't incapacitated. Yes.
Magdor, you're surprised. That's it.
I can't be surprised when I have whelm.
What?
I'm just kidding.
I was like, my God, I wouldn't be surprised. Holy shit. So Vol, you are first up.
What? That's so funny. Good one, Brandon. Even when your mind isn't always there, all the way there, you still got the quips.
1, 2,
Love
3,
it.
4, 5. Let's stab something.
Ooh, we like stabbing. I'm
Um,
next to him within
Oh, let me
melee
pull
range.
up let me pull up his actual because it's not a null model anymore. Okay. There you go.
Oh,
Okay.
I know what those things are.
I know what that thing is too.
Kind of scary.
A
Yeah.
little scary. I'm gonna make 2 dagger attacks.
Do it.
Let me have my
See what happens. See what happens when you do it.
Things that I can do.
Do it. See what happens.
Wow.
Let's see.
A
22.
A 22?
Yes.
That will hit. You did it! You hit!
And a 23.
23 also hits. You did it again. You hit again.
Big hitter boy.
Who are you, Babe Ruth?
Barry Bonds. Mark McGuire.
For a total of 26
Arc.
damage.
Nice.
Magical piercing damage with the Colossus Slayer and Sneak Attack added onto that.
Nice. How much of that? None of that was elemental, was it?
No.
Okay, cool. Yeah, with higher level enemies,
and-
make sure you're pointed with the types of damage. So I know
Yes.
what types are and how much of each is what. Just because a lot of resistances and immunities and things like that. So, but also possibly
and then
weaknesses. So
right, and then that's it. In my turn.
awesome. And it's its turn, and you see some of its wounds kind of close up that you just put down on it. And and it is going to jump on you. It's gonna it's trying to try and bite you and claw at you.
With disadvantage.
Don't sneeze on
For the
my
first
hand, you
one.
gross bastard.
Has an 18 with that bite.
Misses.
Ooh, 23.
Was that roll with disadvantage?
Yeah,
Even with disadvantage, you rolled a 23.
yeah. That was a much
That
better
hits.
roll. Okay. And then, so not with disadvantage, but we're going to go ahead and give him advantage because I never use my inspiration points. And a 24. Okay, so we've got two. So the bite attack misses, but both claw attacks do hit.
Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. So you're gonna take a total of 20 magical slashing and 19 necrotic.
Okay.
And that's him as he looks at you all in anger and disgust, but also excitement.
Actually, minus 21 from that. Because I'm going to use my projected ward. Since I cast Intellect Fortress earlier, I have 21 temporary hit points that I could project towards somebody else
When they
to
take
protect
as a
them.
reaction?
Yep.
Nice. So it was 20, 39, so you're
It'd
only
be
going to take 18
damage.
damage. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. Very cool. But that's the end of his turn, as he is kind of in a corner here. And it is going to be Magdor, who's surprised. Not surprised anymore. You're Ven.
All right.
No.
I'm going to try something. It probably won't do anything. But, I've been thinking about this. While I was smoking, I was thinking about kind of like my relationship to my blood father. And I was like, maybe I have some extra oomph ice or something like that. And, I'm just going to think about, the cold and the power of the 8th level of hell,
Kania.
and try and what was it?
Kania.
Cania, and
It's
try and
C-A-N-I-A. That's how I say it. It could be like Kania or something else, but I say Kania.
I
Kenya
think
makes
it's probably
sense.
Cania, yeah,
Yeah.
because of Cain and Abel, right?
Yeah. There you go.
But I'm thinking about this stuff, and I'm going to try and project that into a cone of cold, which I'm going to blast point blank into this idiot's fucking face.
Okay.
If he's immune to cold damage, that fucking sucks. It's through the Staff of Power because I don't know the spell, but so that will be 17 con saving throw for 30 damage.
Well, yeah, roll the damage no matter what.
30.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So he just takes it full chest. But for whatever reason, you see that he seems to be naturally resistant to that sort of damage, and it doesn't do as
Gotcha.
much as you think it should.
Okay. All right. And I'm like, well, I guess it's not cool like that. Anyway, I'm going to yeah, I don't fucking like this guy, so I'm going to go ahead and burn my action surge.
Okay.
I have so many things. And I'm going to cast... I'm not going to do Vampiric Touch because he's probably immune to necrotic damage. I'm going to... I'm going to cast... Fuck! I'm going to cast Insight Greed.
Okay.
So I take a little gemmy, the same gemmy out, and
Okay. DC what?
he has to make a Wisdom 17.
Wisdom 17. He
Yes.
looks at it and then looks at you and just kind of shakes his head like, why are you showing me this?
Can't be charmed. That sucks. All right.
Well, I made the
with
save.
that-
That was me saying he made
Gotcha,
the save.
okay.
He is
Gotcha,
possibly charmable. I'm not going to say yes or no, but it would appear as though he resisted temptation for now.
All right, cool. And I'll be like, "Damn it, I don't like you," and I'll just stand there.
Okay. Then we're back to the top. Volley boy.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to activate my heal rune, so I have resistance to all piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning.
Word.
And then I'm gonna swing into him 2 more times.
Do it.
Ooh, big.
27, 26.
Yep. Yep.
Uh, 29 damage, magical piercing.
Damn. Yeah,
Pretty sick.
And my cloak is back up.
it is.
And yeah, that's it for me. I'm standing my ground for now.
So you should. Yeah. So after your turn, it is its turn, and once again, some of the wounds that you just inflicted on it kind of grow back over, as it seems it has a very high regeneration factor. And it goes like this. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry, that way.
I think I will use my attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Hang on. I just want to check something. Yeah, I will use my attack of opportunity. That will hit. Would sneak attack proc on this? Because it's not on my turn, but like when he was moving
It's on
away from
a
me, he was
turn,
not near an
so-
ally.
When you would, because you attack them when they would leave your attack range. So yeah, it would have been here.
Right.
So yeah, no sneak attack. Yeah.
Okay.
And
But
I
it would
get-
still.
You can
Okay.
also choose to make an attack of opportunity. You just have to tell me.
Okay. Please continue, Eller.
Oh yeah. Let me roll that damage. But Colossus Slayer works on the same thing, so I'd be able to add that in.
Yep. Once per turn, and it's a
so
new
that is
turn.
16.
Cool. Nice.
I will also do that. It's once on each of your turns. Damn. Okay, but for me, I will roll to hit with my Staff of Power as a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
That is single-handed. So not very much. 6 plus I will empower it with a extra strike from the staff itself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just 1d6, so let me roll 1d6. Boop. Boop. Cool. So 10 total.
10 total damage. Yeah, you both bop him on his way out, and he goes to the door and just turns and looks back at you and begins to cast a spell.
No.
And all around you, you guys see kind of appearing out of the air a poisonous yellow-green fog appearing around you. And I will make it real quick. Where's the draw shape? We're going to choose.
Well, that
this
sucks. I just
color.
used my reaction.
I know.
Dick.
Technically, this all of this. Let me see, because it's a. Let me make sure that of the size here. Oh, it's a
We're
sphere.
about to get cloud killed.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. So technically, just it fills all of the space in the room, even over here, like where I just put that little one. So all of this space fills up with a poisonous yellow-green gas. And I need all of you to make, I believe, Constitution saving throws. Yep.
Against
Against
poison.
poison was correct.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Doesn't
will
matter.
use-
Roll the 12.
16.
I used one of my permanent inspiration for advantage. 22.
So 16, 12, and 22.
Mm-hmm.
So for 16 and 22, you're going to take half of 26 poison damage. And for the 12, you're going to take 26 poison damage.
That means I only
Except
take
the-
6.
I think your resistance to it. I know,
So I
but
take 12.
I'm resistant.
Or
as well.
13.
yes.
You'll take 13, I'll
Yes,
take 6.
13.
All
Mhm.
right.
All right. And then he moves out of sight. Oh, I did not mean to draw another thing there.
What's our vision like in this?
What's that?
What's our vision like
I
in this?
think
level?
it is lightly obscured. Let me check the skill. It doesn't say. Oh, it's heavily obscured. So any spell that that requires a target will be made with disadvantage. Also attacks, I believe. I will confirm that though. But after his turn, he disappears from sight. It is Magdor.
So this wall, is this not here?
What wall?
I see a wall right there.
Right there?
Yeah, hold on.
You guys see a
Definitely
wall
no
there?
wall. Definitely no wall.
Hold on, let me show you what I see. Okay, I see Yorvin just chilling in a wall. And I know I'm not that far gone.
Yeah, that's really
What, dude?
weird.
Yeah, it's
No,
like
things-
your screen is
everything's been
askew. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
drag it?
No.
That's weird.
I would just refresh.
Yeah, just refresh.
Yeah,
the page.
refresh the page. That looks super weird.
That's funny.
That's why I was like, I don't know what's going on. It's talking about like
Confused.
being right next to it. Then said he walked out the site. I don't know.
So even technology's against you on this fine day, Brandon.
Hey, now I'm where I wanted to be. Now I'm outside of the door, right?
Yes.
You
'Cause I
just
was wondering.
entered the room, but you also started your
okay.
turn. So go ahead and make another con saving throw for me.
Oh, it's my turn now?
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why you're moving.
No, I wasn't moving. I was saying that's where I thought we started.
So that's on his screen. That's where he thought he was.
Oh,
But
yeah,
because
yeah.
it was all
Then you're
fucked
fine.
up, he was in
Yeah.
the other room on our screen. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. And it is your turn, yes, Magdor.
15.
15. You were going to take half of 20 poison damage.
So
And if you're
5.
resistant, you'll take 5. Yep.
Big.
$10, 15, 20, 25.
Oh, for what it's worth, heavily obscured blocks vision entirely. A creature effectively suffers from the blinded condition when trying to see something in this area.
Okay.
I moved there.
Very cool. You are out of the fog.
Do I see the creature at all?
Without moving through the door, you do not.
Okay.
Was that
That'll be it
dashing,
for
or
me
did you
then.
want to dash?
I'm not
Still have an
running out there
action.
without nothing over there.
Then you could prepare an action if you wanted to, like prepare a spell or an attack if you do see him.
I am going to... Let me see this here. Yeah, I think I'll just prepare a sacred flame if I see him.
All right. Perfect. Okay, that means it is your Ven's turn. Please make that con save for me, buddy.
Beginning of the turn? That sucks. Oh. Fuck. 12.
You take 25 poison damage.
F you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
When you
I
step
see him?
there, you're able to see something. Looks like he had made his way over here and was attempting to, you know, be off to the side, but there's no real place for him to hide, so.
So, go over next to him.
You're gonna dash to do that? 'Cause you were
No, I'm
here.
going to have a
2, 3.
boon of Torm that
God.
makes my movement speed 60 feet.
I forgot about that. I forgot about that entirely. I was like, what the? So much. You did this. You did this.
You did this to yourself, Glenn.
Can't believe you've done this.
Congratulations, you just played yourself.
I did.
I had to get rid of that helmet.
Yep.
All right. Let's see here. I am going to go ahead. What would happen if I did this?
Bad things.
I don't know, but Vol, you are on deck.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's sick. I'm not going to use that, but that's really cool. I was thinking about using a wall of force to see if I could like do something with that, but I don't think I can. So,
Just walk him in the corner.
yeah, I'm going to make him fry. I cast lightning bolt through the staff of power.
Ah! Okay, dexterity saving
At
throw
5th
against.
level. 17.
All right. There it is. 17 dexterity saving throw. It looks like he is able to dodge out of the way, but he's still going to take some damage. Go ahead and roll it.
I deal 40 points of damage, divided in half.
And he also seems to be resistant, so he takes 10.
I hate this
I can
guy.
do it too, you idiots. You never damage us. You never damage us.
No. You always damage me. You never damage them.
You're
I will
always in the
use,
front line. And you're way easier to hit than 20,000 AC Abjuration Wizard.
That's fair.
I will use my second wind.
Heck yeah.
And I recover.
Oh, but he does have to make a Constitution saving throw against DC 10 to keep Cloud
13
Kill
health.
up, and it does maintain.
I gain 13 hit points, and that is my turn.
Aller. Okay, Vol, you're up. And you do hear them fighting out there. Go ahead and make a con saving throw for me.
1, 2. Oh yeah. That is an 18.
You're going to take half of 23, which is dumbed down to 11, which is dumbed down to 5. When rounding down is your friend.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so for what it's worth, I explained this to Mystic last session. Brandon, I don't think you were there. But I wanted the helm of Comprehend Languages to look very much like a leather version of Captain America's helm. And so now I'm just in studded leather, Captain America's helm with a shield. That's just the mental. This is what I want everybody to picture, is running down this hallway at Goliath in this attire. Especially because I'm also going to pop my Giant's Might, and I'm going to grow in size as well to a large creature.
Okay.
And then from there, kind of looking down at him, I'm just gonna go poke. Just kind of.
You're gonna bonk him. Give him a little bonk on the
Whack-a-mole him a little bit.
But with the blade.
boop his snoot.
Boop that
And
snoot, dude.
I'm gonna use Action Surge as well, so these are 4 attacks coming in.
Let's go.
15,
Does not hit.
22,
Does hit.
13,
Nope.
19.
19 does.
I love this stupid fucking cat.
It's wonderful.
How much damage, LR? Show me those numbers.
35 damage.
Hell yeah.
You do a lot of
Hell
damage now,
yeah.
man.
You do a lot of
That
damage.
was only if I only hit twice there out of the 4 attacks I launched. I don't like that.
Now you gotta
That's a
remember
lot of
you're only
damage.
adding Sneak Attack and Colossus Slayer once, so it would have been 2 more vanilla hits, but still.
No, plus 1d6 on top of that to each of them as well because of Giant's Might.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
so the additional was 3d6 and 1d8 on top of a 1d4 plus 11 plus 7, sorry. 2d4 plus 7.
it's crazy. Do you want to do anything else?
Yeah. No, I used up my entire economy.
You good? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, it's his turn
Say
now.
Action Surge. I used Action Surge.
Oh,
Yeah.
For attacks that hit, only 2 hit.
God.
Ah.
Christ.
So he looks at you
I'm
guys and just
more.
kind of smiles. You're getting him to bleed a good amount now. With his regeneration, it's been 3 rounds. You've dealt like 130, 140 damage to him already. And he just kind of smiles a little bit and laughs and says something to you. in an interesting language that I don't think any of you speak because it's very niche. And then he phases away and disappears.
Maybe I could have used that wall of force.
And you're out of combat.
Did he use a spell?
Yep.
Oh, counter spell.
Okay. Let's see. Counter spell. Because it is a high level
fourth
spell.
level. Yeah.
So you're going to have to roll to counter it.
Yeah. So 1 plus the different, or 10 plus the difference between 4 and whatever spell that is.
I
think it's 3.
So let's see. At
No,
higher
I'm
levels,
casting
when you
it
cast
at 4th level.
I see.
Like if it's lesser than or equal to, but so you have to use your ability, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability, which is just intelligence, against the
with
DC.
the DC,
It's 10 plus the
With-
spell's level.
is it 10 plus the spell's level or 10 plus the difference between
10
the
plus
two
the
spells?
10 plus the spell's level.
Oh, that's lame. Okay. Well,
But I'm
and
pretty
it's
sure you have just intelligence.
okay. 19.
You have a +3 to intelligence, and you got a 16 on the die.
I have a +5 to intelligence.
Oh, so you still got a 14 on the die? That was
Yeah.
a level 7 spell, and you just negated it entirely.
Go fuck yourself, you Slade bitch.
And he mad. So at this point, he is going to
Do nothing because he used his
do
action to
nothing
cast a
because he
spell.
used his action. Yeah, and he can't move through enemy spaces. That's his turn. So Magdor.
Fuck
Where's
that
he?
thing. Yeah.
What?
You gotta return him to the
Yeah.
It's like, Glenn, you're so back and forth. Oh, they skipped my whole tower. Oh, they're gonna actually fight stuff
Well, but
now.
I also
oh,
don't want you guys to do literally everything in the tower, or we will be here for 6 sessions. Like, it's huge. So
we like that.
Just fuck this guy though.
Yeah,
Oh,
in
yeah,
particular.
No,
fuck this
no, specifically fuck this
yeah,
guy.
I've read his story. His circumstance is totally his fault.
Okay. Fuck it.
guy.
I'm throwing 2 hammers at him around
Do it.
Bull's head.
He's got 3/4 cover because there's a large creature blocking the entire hallway.
I can see underneath his legs and just.
Yep, he just gets a big bonus to his AC.
All right.
On top of the fact that the creature blocking the hallway is blurry, and you can't really tell where he is because he's got a cloak of
The
displacement.
19 hit.
It does. You got a 19 with disadvantage. God damn it.
Oh, with
Yes.
disadvantage. Oh, hold on.
Oh,
let
sorry.
me
No.
roll
It's an
that
AC
then.
boost. I
No,
apologize.
no, it's
it's
an
not
AC boost.
disadvantage.
Okay,
You
that's
don't
what I
have a
thought.
disadvantage.
I think it's
19
plus
does not
5.
hit though. 19 does not
Okay.
hit.
Does a 29.
29? Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Fucker. That's awesome.
Hold on.
Yeah, this creature is just so cool looking too. I love these things.
Yeah. They're fucking evil as shit.
Yeah, they are. They were created to fight Modrons and affect the ripples of time.
I have a Modron with me that's not in the battle.
Yeah, he's just chilling there.
I forgot about him.
Yeah.
All right, Glenn. So it's gonna be 16 magic bludgeoning,
Okay.
and then if I could ever roll this, and 2 fire.
2 fire, which he seems to be slightly resistant to. But it's 1 more point of damage.
That's
All
my
right.
2 hammer shot.
Sweet. This is actually a really fun cinematic battle. It's like he turns into a slot and you guys beat him up. He runs away, casts cloud kill. Then he pieces out and you guys beat the shit out of him while you grow in the hallway. And then you throw a hammer through Vol's large
Don't forget
discorporate
Yorvin.
body.
Yorvin literally pulling him back from the brink of teleportation. Just
Yeah.
grab. No, you don't.
I'm
No,
sorry,
you
Vol
don't.
needs a win.
Bull needs what?
just one W. He just needs a win. He needs a W.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. So then we're back. Now we're down to Yorvin.
Wonderful. I am going to punch the ever-loving shit out of this guy with a staff. I'm going to sheathe my Wand of the Warcaster
Okay.
and two-hand my quarterstaff,
Cool.
and I will roll to hit. God damn this game.
Is it a one?
I rolled a 1. Yeah.
Yeah, you miss him.
I had a plan.
In
I had a
half.
plan. I force it to hit because I'm Magdor. Does that work?
Can I
Anybody?
just choose to make him not miss?
Haven't you already done that today for yourself?
I don't.
No.
It's hard saying.
In a
I
dream,
don't
you
think
did.
so.
I feel like you did.
Yeah, a few days
So
ago.
you haven't done it yet.
I did.
You haven't done it in
Yeah, no,
reality.
go ahead. That's my turn.
It's hard to know,
unfortunately.
Glenn, when the days are. For all I know, it could have been 2 weeks ago that we did that.
All right. We're back to the top. It is Vol's turn.
Alright, here's what's gonna happen, little man. I'm gonna stab you and you're gonna hopefully die as I cast Hunter's Mark on this individual. Say 29 and a 26 to hit.
Those both miss because fuck you.
That's
Good
fair.
job. Good
I
job.
believe
Well done.
that is fair. Thank
You
you.
have an ally within 5 feet, so sneak attack procs, and he has taken damage, in fact.
Yeah, so that's Colossus Slayer, and then an extra 1d6 per attack from Giant's Might. And also
And
an extra
Hunter's Mark?
1d6 from Hunter's Mark. So that is 5d6 plus 1d8 plus 2d4 plus 14.
Pretty cool.
So that is a total of 35 damage.
Jesus. Okay.
All magical piercing.
Awesome. Very cool. You beat the fuck out of him. He's just cornered in a corner and can't go anywhere, and you're just curb stomping this slot that you found. Now, he did bring it on
And then
himself, but...
I'm gonna step back.
Oh, he hitting you.
Okay.
He's gonna try. Disadvantage.
Yes.
I got a 2 double-digit numbers. So my to hit with his claw is a 23.
23 will hit.
Cool. That is 8, 10 magical slashing and 9 necrotic.
So 10, so 5 plus 9, 14. Okay.
Do you need to save for concentration with Hunter's Mark?
Oh, I do. You are correct. You are correct, sir. And I rolled a 10. I keep Hunter's Mark.
You do.
Um,
On the
I will continue
money.
what I was
DC 10.
right. Yep. 1, 2, 3. And I'm like, sorry, Mac. 4. There you go. So you get it going too.
Wait, is that the only attack? I thought he had more. Who's gonna?
No,
attack?
that was an opportunity because I moved away.
Oh, okay, so I'm
my
gonna
turn, yeah.
I'm gonna reduce the damage from that with my psionic power. It
Nice.
will be.
Or was
Just
it an
trying to
abjuration
get-
feature? Or do you have
Nope,
2
it's,
features to do that now?
I have 2 features to do that now. Protective
Jesus.
Field. When you or another creature, you can see with the 30 feet takes damage. You can Use your reaction to expend 1 psionic energy and roll the die. Reduce the damage taken by the number rolled, plus your intelligence modifier. So that's a d6 plus 5.
Nice.
You heal 7 damage. You don't take 7 of that damage.
Oh my
that you,
goodness.
Appreciate
Oh
it.
my goodness. That's
Got you,
awesome.
We
and
needed a
like,
healer, Magdor.
Don't need to heal if they're all dead before we need healing.
True. I'm just messing with you, Brandon. I love the
I
way you
heal-
play him.
Oh, enough.
Anything else, Vol?
Just enough.
No, that's it. I my turn.
All right, after you end your turn, the creature begins once again to cast a spell on itself. But
Oh,
ain't
damn
no
it.
counter spell this time. As he just kind of
Slam.
touches himself, and you feel like a bit of wind rush out from his hand where he touched himself, and he flies the fuck away from you.
I cast hold. No. I'm JK.
1, 2, and he flies up. So he's gonna fly 10 feet up to the because he is in a 5-foot square, so he goes 10 feet, 15 feet. That's 2 squares, so he's moved 10 feet technically. And then he's
It's an
gonna
attack
go.
of opportunity
so
for
that's
me.
yes, you may make an attack. No, you use your reaction to give him the ward.
Yes, correct.
3,
Shit.
4,
How tall
5,
is this
6,
hallway?
7, 8, 15 feet tall. 9, 10. So he's 15 feet in the air right there. And that is the end of his turn. And it is obvious at this point that he is trying to make a break for the edge of the building that has been exposed to the elements that you can see there to the south. It looks like he's going to try and fly out. And actually, I'm going to have him angle to here instead of there. But that's me. Well, that's him. Yorvin. Sorry, Magdor, then Yorvin. Magdor.
I am going to. Excuse me. Yep. Sorry.
Yep. You're good. Yep.
And I'm going to throw both my hammers at it.
Do
Said it was
it.
10 feet in the air,
15 feet.
15 feet. All right, I'll move here then. First hammer. Does a 29 hit?
No.
Second hammer, 25.
No. Yeah, they both hit.
Damn. So that's going to be. I'll just tell you the whole damage. Let me just roll everything. $29 magical bludgeoning and 14 fire.
So those are 2 separate attacks. Because I need to
Yeah,
know
both.
the total of each because of the concentration saving throws.
Ah, damn. All right, hold on.
I mean,
So
they'd
20
both be less than 20, right? So that would mean
So they're both less than 20. So it was
Yeah.
29 bludgeoning, and how much of the other one?
7 fire.
14 fire.
14 fire.
14, so 29,
Which would be 7.
36. Okay. Oh my god. All right, so we've got 2 DC 10 con saving throws. He maintains his flight. Anything else?
And then I'm going. Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Okay. All right. Very good. We are on to your Vin. While you're on deck.
Poop. I'm not gonna waste any more stuff on this guy. I'm just gonna fucking go over here. I guess I'll go right here, and I'll take my wand back out and fucking I will cast chill touch on the thing.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, that's necrotic. Never mind. I will say Cheadle, and Cheadle will attack him and hit with
I thought
shocking
Cheadle
grasp.
didn't come because he couldn't go
Yeah,
ethereal
Cheadle's
to
in the
come up.
car.
He's in a pocket to my. Oh, Cheadle is in the car. No, Cheadle is in
Oh.
the car. Yeah,
With
we left
little
him at the car.
back door.
Remember, he was
Cause
like,
I-
"Can
Oh,
I
I
stay
thought-
here with the car?" Okay. And then he stayed.
'Cause
And you're
I
like,
only
"Yeah, I
take
love it.
3
He's good."
people.
Yeah.
Oops, I didn't mean for that to be the case. My bad. That's what I get for not totally paying attention. I'll cast Magic Missile through the Staff of Power.
Sweet. Roll the damage.
What? No AC to beat? Come on.
They auto hit.
Come on.
13 damage.
Baller. So you hit him with some magic missile, kind of just going.
Yeah, basically, like, come on, dude.
Oh, he's gonna make a saving throw. He's good. He maintains his concentration on the flight spell.
That's 3 separate saving throws.
They're all DC 10s though,
DC 10s.
True.
and he's got a decent con. So, anything else?
Oh, no.
It is your turn,
I'm
Vol,
Gucci.
and it is likely that if you do not kill him right now, he will get out, and he will be out of range at that point.
So I'm gonna try it. Don't worry. I'm gonna be rolling this first attack with advantage due to my inspiration. I'm writing the recap. This will be with the returning dagger
Okay.
that Magdor has so lovingly crafted for Vol.
Okay.
25.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, baby. And a crit.
What? No way! Holy shit! Okay.
That's sick. That's sick.
And you
That's
can
sick.
choose to apply Giant's Might and Sneak Attack to the one that crits. But I guess Sneak Attack doesn't proc though, right?
Sneak attack would have propped off the first attack. But Giant's Might and everything else would apply Colossus Slayer from the second
How would
attack,
Sneak
'cause I
Attack
can
proc?
choose.
Oh, you're a
'Cause I had
you're a
advantage.
freaking swashbuckler too.
No, not because of swashbuckler, because I had advantage on the attack. Because I used my inspiration to give myself advantage.
Okay. All right. Let's go.
Easy
Okay,
go.
so this is gonna be a lot.
Let's see. Let's
So
see if it's
far-
enough.
So far, without everything else, just the crit damage, it is 19.
Okay.
And let's start adding anything. So 1 for sneak attack, 1 for giant might, 1 for hunter's mark. So 2, 2, 2. $54 damage
More?
total. Sorry, total from the 2 attacks will
Oh,
be
okay.
54 damage.
I took the other damage before. Okay. That's really interesting because
Sorry.
he.
So
at the
that
start
was
of
an additional
round,
35.
Yeah. At the beginning of that round, he had 44 hit points. So how do you kill him?
Could you do me a favor? Let's just say it's DC 10. I just want to see because it's fit into the aesthetic. Could you make a con saving throw for the first attack, please?
It actually fails it after the first attack.
So this is gonna be because this is a returning dagger. I'm gonna throw it at the back of his head. The first one.
Okay.
He's gonna fall down. Dagger's gonna come back to my hand. I'm gonna spin it back down. And it's gonna stab him in the head.
Awesome. Yeah. Super dead. Dead death slod. You guys are out of combat, and you each get 2,000 experience points.
Dude.
Woohoo.
Big.
I don't care about experience anymore. I just want to win.
wanna win.
The more experience, the more likely you are to win, though.
True.
And now you're, for those of you who had not been to this place in the ethereal plane earlier, you're able to see, you know, how big this place is. You know what I mean? Oh, that's not what I meant to do at all.
The planes are shifting.
That
They really are. That was crazy. I was trying to delete these because they're attacking. There is a bunch of rooms. You can see, you know, you can hear the creatures out above you. The open deck, kind of where the rest of this bridge has been busted off. All around this place, plenty of stuff to explore. But no more Death Slot because he did.
I would like to search the body.
He's naked and there is nothing on him.
Are there any
No,
alchemical
He didn't say
ingredients?
the outside.
You misheard. He said he wants to search the body, Glenn.
I'm just kidding.
I'm very confused.
Here's a dagger.
Oh, you want to cut him open?
Yeah, I want to find alchemical ingredients to sell the next time I'm in town for a ridiculous amount of money.
I was making a joke. You're being serious. Oh,
Oh,
You have
yeah, I'm being
proficiency in
100%
alchemist tools?
I do.
Yeah, he'll guide me.
Somebody
let me
who is
see.
proficient in survival would need to do the like cutting, and somebody who's proficient with alchemical tools would need to be there so they would know what ingredients would be useful to harvest.
you called. You need a
I
survival
guess you two are
expert.
doing it, but I think this thing has very likely some alchemical agents that would be incredibly useful. I mean, if it's a construct, which basically it is. Was it abomination? Yeah.
Abomination was
slot?
close. Aberration.
An aberration, sorry.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Kind DM, Mr. Beautiful, Wonderful. Could you resize me, please?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I know you like to be small.
Thank you. Yeah.
Let me
I'll
see.
go ahead and give you that survival check then.
I don't know anything about this. I don't know how to determine what sort of alchemical things could be taken off the body of a slod to use and resell. So I'm just going to tell you right now, I literally don't feel like I could give you any sort of accurate estimates of what could be useful, nor how much it would be worth.
I always just figure it's like, they're a rare creature. They're like resistant to fucking everything. Might as well like get an eye or like, something like
in
that
that case,
to see.
just tell me what
if-
you want to harvest. Because you got somebody who knows how to harvest without destroying or messing up parts, because he's trained in survival. You don't even make a check.
Because you
So what
don't
do you
see
want?
these creatures like these are things that you see when you're traveling through the multiverse, not chilling out in Baldur's Gate. So I figure somebody in Baldur's Gate's going to be like, "Oh shit, you have a slat eye," and then I'm in business. Cha-ching, 50 gold, 100 gold, 10,000 gold. Whatever you want to throw my way.
100,000 gold.
Yeah,
10 million platinum.
right. So
Small
what am I
loan
at?
of 1 million platinum.
Yeah, small loan. So what am I adding to my inventory?
At this, I rolled a 22 in survival. Glenn said I don't need to roll survival anyways, so just tell me
What do you
and I'll
want?
cut it for you.
I'm going to take its liver and its eyes.
Easy. Pop. Do I find something that looks like a liver? Does it have like humanoidish? Yeah. Okay.
The frog, basically.
Oh, here you go. Just kidding. There is some uses for its ecology. Their skin. Who's proficient with alchemist tools?
Magdor.
Magdor, you're gonna make an intelligence check with proficiency, because of your proficiency in alchemy, to determine whether or not you know this.
Okay, so you said an intelligence check with proficiency?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna roll history because I'm proficient with it, so the bonus is
Perfect.
already there.
Mm-hmm.
25. I rolled a nat 20.
You know
Oh
that
my God.
the slod skin can be used to create a poison that during the race wars the Githzerai would use on their weapons. That is quite potent.
Skin looks poisonous.
All right,
also,
Oh. Yeah, you got a natural 20. You tell us some stuff.
there is a magic item that needs a body part of a slod to craft as well.
Just any
What
old
is
body
World of
part.
Warcraft?
You need the tongue.
Cool. Shink.
Tongue's useful.
Thank you, Vol.
I'm learning so much.
Yay! Knowledge, learning.
Oh, it's used in the crafting of amulets of natural armor, which
Pretty cool.
are kind of like, ring or cloak of protection, just increasing your ability to naturally resist, bad things. But the tongue of a slot is something needed to craft that specific magic item.
Cool. Slod, skin,
And
and,
that's
tongue.
everything. And you wanted the eyes too, right? And the liver.
Yeah.
It's gonna take, because this is a like I said, like an 8 or 9 foot tall creature. If you want all the skin, it's going to take well over an hour to skin this whole thing.
Vol's a better hunter than that. You could skin
No,
a
I'm
deer
sorry.
in like
How
10
many
seconds.
times have you skinned a slod there?
At least none times.
There we go. So go ahead and make another survival check. We'll see how effectively time-wise, because I assume you're going to do it not to damage it, but we'll see how long it takes for you to do this.
16?
And a 22 first, that you didn't use, but
Sure.
Okay,
Let's
fine.
do
I'm
it.
happy to use 16.
It'll take 45 minutes to skim this thing.
Sure.
Without
That's better.
damaging any of the skins, so you can use it. It will be usable.
I'm okay with that.
If you really
Actually,
get
no,
your
I'm
hands
pissed.
underneath, you can pull the skin apart from the meat.
I'm gonna like
And what's your-
prestidigitate away all the like ichor and shit like that, and then like roll it
Passive
up.
perceptions.
Huh?
Passive perceptions?
Mm-hmm.
13.
15.
27.
22 because you are currently occupied with something else. But even with the 22, you hear the sound of heavy wing beats getting closer, most likely responding to the smell of the body of the slod. It sounds like the creatures that were circling above are now coming to investigate. About 10
when
minutes
does this
into your
happen?
skinning.
Quickly hide, and then I'm gonna. Okay. Pause. Freeze time. Would me taking the slot into the ethereal with me count as another creature? Like it wouldn't, right? So I could take all three of us into the ethereal.
It is
All three of you and the
dead.
slod body? Yeah. It's not, but it can't be an unwilling creature. So, effectively, if it's being worn or carried, then it can go with you.
I would
Just
carry
throw it in
then
my
and-
bag.
Um,
Bag of holding.
It's
Would
too
not
big
we
to
can
fit
have-
into the bag of holding.
No, we'll just spend some
Just
time
top
in the
it up
ethereal.
first.
No, we'll just spend some time. in the
Wait, did
ethereal. I
we
can
get
do
to
this-
skin it or not?
We're about 10 minutes.
10
in.
minutes into
Let's
the
just-
skinning process,
Oh.
he hears the sound of these large wing beats getting closer.
Let's just.
Wait,
trust
how
me,
long
just
are
go
we
the-
into it?
10 minutes.
I'm gonna stab you, Magdor. We go into the ethereal as long as everybody's willing, and I continue skinning there.
That's fine.
Okay. And you see, as you guys sit there kind of chilling in the ethereal plane, you see these creatures that you saw. Also, yes, my wife is playing with Phoenix right now. It's super cute. These large, what you thought were vultures, but they look to be, oh, how big are these things? So these large, long-armed creatures that look a bit, they look more like Skeksis than they do vultures, in my opinion, but functional Skeksis that can fly and be, you know, useful rather than just kind of, I'm a bird. And, you know, wingspans that reach out to 15, 20 feet wide, searching the area, you know, where there was some blood left on the ground. But by the time you finish up, they have lost interest and they fly away. But you're able to finish that up in the ethereal plane there, Vol. And with that, it is time for a break. So you can step away, go to the bathroom, get some water, and we'll be back to continue investigating the lost flying fortress of Zariel.
Yay!
Yay! Okay, BRB.
Yeah.
We're back. Welcome back.
I
Hello.
So
Okay, so you just successfully finished harvesting the pieces of the slod that you want. The rest of the slod is there with you. You're still in the ethereal plane. What would you like to do next?
the creatures have gone, right?
Yeah, they're gone.
things that
But
came
it's
to
you know, being a man of nature, that it's very likely that upon your return, they will likely return relatively quickly. Unless you were to move the body somewhere where the scent would be masked.
Could
what
just
if you threw the
leave it.
body off the edge of the tower here in the ethereal plane? What happens?
It stays in the ethereal plane.
All right, and I'm gonna start dragging the body.
Okay. Just let me know when we're ready to head back to the material.
All right, and I'm pushing the body over the edge.
You do that. And then you come back to him otherwise. Because
Yes.
in my mind, he has to have you in close proximity to bring you back.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys all appear back there. Your alchemical reagents harvested, and no body of a slod to be seen or heard or smelled.
Now, what do we want to do? I'd like to at some point visit that prisoner. If we want to look around and see if we can harvest any tools, whatever this structure is, whatever it was used for. Seen better days.
Maybe we can find some more adamantine.
Perhaps we
I
could.
doubt it. That spell would have told you the location of more on the ship, wouldn't it?
Only within 1,000 feet.
That's true.
That's only like a football field. It's only like a
Football field.
Goliath ball,
They have soccer.
Called goat ball.
goat ball.
All right. Let's just quickly look through this area, and I'm gonna look in this like area over here through these rooms to see if we can find anything. Before
Let
we
me
move on to a
zoom.
different
Let me
one.
get that. Where are you looking?
Like to the left side, where the rooms are, the quarters.
Oh, yeah. Okay. W7, W8. I told you the names of there. Okay. Go ahead and make perception checks. One for one and one for the other.
Where is my Oh, there it is.
So this will
Could find
be,
my
this first
persuasion
one will
check.
be for this room.
14 and then 15.
14 here. You don't find anything. It looks like most of this stuff has been picked clean by scavengers. You do hear the sounds coming from these vents of some sort of creature that is in there, but has yet to be disturbed.
Okay.
And then for this room, or this area, it's a hall with 4 doors leading of it. Behind each door is a closet with a miniature console and a chair bolted to the floors. Looks like the consoles have keys that function as like something like typewriters, but there's nothing there
Okay.
aside from these consoles.
We'll reconvene with the party.
Okay.
Assuming the party might have done some searching of their own.
Sure.
I'd
Checking
check out
those
these
2 rooms. All right. So give me
Yep.
2 perception checks. First one will be for the top one. Second will be for the bottom one.
Can I sit
17.
him?
17 for
And
that
a 7.
first area. So you see, and I'll read the description. Sparks rain down from torn holes in the ceiling, falling onto a pair of rectangular machines which have been torn from the walls. The machines stand in the middle of the room, their loose wires sticking out like bad hairdos. I've read it word for word. They resemble metal file cabinets, and upon looking, it looks like you could probably determine what the purpose of them was if you make a successful Arcana check.
That wouldn't be me.
I could help you.
Yovin, what do you think these are for?
I don't know. Let me check. 24.
The larger machine was most likely used to scramble telepathic communications within about a mile of the fortress, and the smaller one would actually send telepathic transmissions to devils within about a mile of the fortress.
Interesting. Are they not on currently?
No, ripped out of the walls.
So they're ripped out of the walls.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I'm going to take some quick sketches and maybe bring it back to the other plane. See if somebody can make heads or tails of it. And
okay. All right. Very cool. And go ahead and make another perception check for that southern room there, Magdor.
I did it. It was low. Hold on. Unless he's helping me with this one.
yeah, could I help him?
Not if you're taking the sketches. Unless you want to wait until he's done with the sketches.
Well, I got a 7,
hey.
so.
Oh, hey, what's going on?
Honestly, here, I'll read it real fast. Jagged gashes in the outer wall allow the hellish sky of Avernus to light this room. An open hatch on the floor leads down to the lower decks, and a metal console is plugged into the wall. So it's got some, like, switches on the console. It's still attached if you wanted to mess with it. But that's all that's in the room.
Is there a button?
There are buttons and switches.
Do it.
Well, just one?
That's
I'm
me
gonna
as a player shaking
investigate
my
that.
head. I want you to do it.
I'm going to investigate a little bit further as an artificer. Did I turn it on?
If you flip a switch, an alarm begins to go off.
Oh, I'm just investigating it further.
Oh, okay.
I
No,
haven't flipped
okay.
any switches yet.
You didn't flip that switch then. Just kidding.
But if you told me to flip one, I'll flip one. I'm just waiting to investigate it further.
Yeah, go. How are you investigating it?
Just taking a look at it with a artificing background. Just trying
Okay.
to determine what it is or what it does.
Okay, an investigation check, please.
$19.
It is most likely that this is an alarm console, having multiple different signals that it could send out. Probably everything from, like abandoned ship to, you don't know exactly what it'd be, but there's multiple messages that could be conveyed. And you guys have seen these kind of like tubular, kind of like, what are those called? Phonograph, like where they've got that tube that kind of opens up, looks like a funnel almost. Those around in different areas, highly placed that would project out most likely as speakers. And it's very possible that these switches would convey a message of some sort across those speakers throughout the ship.
Well, let's see if this works. And I'm going to flip one of the switches.
Okay.
Because I know Glenn wanted us to do that. And I'm going to flip it off. Or flip it the opposite. Oh. Well,
Did you find a toy?
I think so. Here, you try. Try that one over there. Flip that switch.
Okay, and then I flip one of the switches.
Oh, apparently that's not going to work. Here we go.
Sounds awful.
Is it so? So just so I'm clear, is actual music playing?
Yep.
Joven, I think we broke something.
I think it sounds pretty good. Industrial.
What does that mean, Magno?
Metal.
Yes, very, very metal. You're okay. There's a hatch that leads us downstairs. We could proceed cautiously, or I could just lead us through the ethereal to the prisoner.
We can always jump.
Definitely not to try and progress the story or anything like that.
I mean, would you want to take a short rest?
I would. A short rest is always nice. I am about 50% at capacity.
I cast a few spells as well as took some damage as well.
Look at you, I'll get my spells back even on a short rest.
I get some of my spells back on a short rest.
This room might do just fine. It's also our way in and out of this particular level, so let's just hold up here for a little bit.
All right. Yes, you close the door behind you and take a short rest. Go ahead and recharge yourselves a little bit.
17. That is enough.
Let's see. Ooh. Wow. Restored 32 hit points off that short rest off 4 die.
Nice.
More.
And I got a 4th level spell back.
Let's go. Big. And then I'd ask the party again, do we want to just take a shortcut down to the prisoner and explore again from there? Or do we
Now,
want to,
I will say, Vol, since you did explore all of this area, you know you wouldn't have to go to the ethereal plane to avoid these creatures that you know about. So you could take a path without going to the ethereal plane that would allow you to make your way down. Because you would still have to take the time to summon Night Sparks again, you know? So
Sure.
if you wanted to, you could take them down there safely without doing that.
Oh, also, but I mean, yeah, I'll do that. But also, Night Sparks is just around.
I thought you
I just
unsummoned him. Oh, that's right. He just went to the ethereal plane. Yep.
Yeah, because I can communicate telepathically. So
Yep.
he's just all yeah. Which is kind of dope.
Yeah, it is.
I know I could
Yeah,
probably
freaking
get
is.
us there without running into too much trouble. So this way we can explore more of the ship and we can see. I'm sure being in here is probably pretty exciting for you, Magdor.
I like it. Machines everywhere.
Yeah. No water. We don't like the water.
Be electrocuted in here.
Exactly. All right. Here we go, and then I'll lead the way.
All right, so most
we
of the
go.
things that you would have encountered don't require maps on the way down. They are just possible creature encounters. So you're just avoiding all of these things, including the Remmerhaze-sized creature that you found in a large vent. And it takes, 15, 20 minutes to kind of descend down through, and eventually you find yourself, it gets noticeably cooler.
Why? That's final boss music, Glenn. What are you doing to us? You didn't even give us a save point, nowhere to cash out, restock on resources, no ammunition.
That doesn't make sense for where you guys were going currently, but that's okay. Also, fighting sounds. No sword fighting, just sounds, just existing. There we go. Existing. It is cooler once you kind of get past the point where it is buried. What the fuck is that sound? I don't even care. We're just going.
Let's just go.
Hell yeah.
And you get to the lower decks, to the area where you know that this prison cell block is. And so you just approach the cell where the creature is.
Slowly, it kind of like half ready to react if something happens, but also like as non-threateningly as possible. One Goliath, a tiefling, and a dwarf walk up.
Yeah. What is with these fucking sounds? I just want bass ass stuff. Like, it just keeps giving me like sounds of fighting, and I'm like, nobody's fighting. No bites. Let's do that and that. I think this should work. There we go. That's fine. That's better. No more taking damage. That's not what we need. Very cool. So you find yourself looking into this cell, and you see a sobbing figure huddled in the shadows through the bars. It appears to be a paunchy devil with small wings and horns bound by shackles to the far wall. The walls of his cell are covered with blasphemous runes that glow with an infernal red light.
Hello.
And this is what you see.
Oh shit.
Looks fucking horrifying.
And I think, Vol, you were the one that would have possibly seen this form before. Make a history check.
Yes, sir.
You guys may have all seen it, but I think you were the first one to see it.
Paper Pyramid was 7. Let's go.
Oh, that's not a 20.
Big.
Yeah, you're not sure who this creature... Actually, all three of you can make history checks, because this is something all of you would have seen. I think Vol was the first one to see it, but all three of
Is
you
it
would have
made
seen
of
him.
rock?
Is it what?
Made of rocks.
No.
A
Just
16.
16.
Both of you get 16s.
Second time.
Both of you recognize somewhat. This form looks like the shadow that Thavius Krieg cast on the wall.
Oh.
This very well could be Thavius Krieg.
So I will say I did walk
think
up
what
and
I'm
say
thinking?
hello.
I pull out my hammer.
Avius Krieg was a good dude. He was a good dude. No, he was.
Thavius Krieg was the guy who organized the disappearance of El Terrell with the house members in Baldur's Gate, the crazy ass
Yeah,
family.
we don't.
Yeah, but I
We
thought he
don't-
was. I thought he was.
We don't know for sure whether he was taken over by a demon or
Yeah.
whether he was killed. We don't know that for sure. We just know that Thavius Krieg was responsible for all of this.
You
and
do,
whether
yeah,
he was
he was the
devil from
high
start.
overseer of El Terrell. Yeah, whether or
Yeah.
not he's always been a devil or not is not known.
That's
Yeah.
not something we know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because like we already killed a guy that was.
Yeah, and if
But
he
if
was,
he was
a
a
devil,
devil-
then he came back.
To the Nine Hells.
Oh,
Yeah, we did kill him.
right,
Yeah, you
right.
did.
We did kill him.
Yeah.
Just forgetting
Good
the
to see you
people you
again.
murdered.
No, I
He
just forgot how it
says,
worked. I
yes.
Yeah.
forgot that they
Yes.
end up back here.
I am here, and so are you.
So just to be clear, we were right from the get-go. You were just putting on this whole act, and you just made it harder for yourself, and then you made us kill you.
A lot of good it did.
Well, 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 well. How the turntables have turned.
You're so grumpy. Why? This place is so interesting looking.
Plenty of
I've been
reading.
here since not long after you killed me.
A few weeks. It's not so bad. Maybe 2 weeks.
What do you
In our
want?
time.
Right.
Um,
Oh,
I don't know. What do we want, Yurven? Backdoor? What?
information would be fantastic.
That would be nice. Yeah.
I want my amulet back.
I didn't take your amulet.
No, but you might know who did.
The bearded devil in your employ.
The one who was at the prison.
I don't think he's exactly in anybody's employ, considering that he's like this.
No,
I
wasn't
use
his
the past
employee.
tense.
I don't know where he
Um,
is.
How do we break your contract?
Are you Zariel?
No.
Then you can't get me out of here.
You'd be
Oh, I'm not talking
surprised.
about your contract. I'm talking about the contract you forced everyone to sign, El Terrell.
I don't remember forcing anyone.
Deceived. My apologies. Keep staring at him.
And he just avoids eye contact. Just sits there.
Why'd you get put down here?
He failed to do his job up there.
I mean, he got the city here.
Is the
They didn't
city
get
in
Baldur's
the-
Gate.
Is it in the river?
Not yet.
That's when she'll free me.
Is it because you proved too incompetent to handle yourself against a bunch of humanoids?
Do you want me to call out for the guards?
You can try. We'll just disappear. Either way, we're gonna figure out a way to get to the Bleeding Citadel and end all of this. So,
Be my guest.
Yurven, I don't, and I'm whispering this. Yurven, I don't think the tough guy act is working. You're smarter. Please save me. I'm struggling here. Yurven, please.
Um, I'll say, it seems as though we're about at a bit of an impasse. Because the thing about it is our entire goal down here is to make sure that that city does not end up in the River Styx. And you are stuck here permanently if the River Styx does not envelop our lovely city. So, if you help us, we will help you.
Help you with what?
Well, we had an idea. The end goal is not necessarily to kill anyone, though we've had to do plenty of that. We'd like to simply get the city out. Obviously, that doesn't really help you at all. But we have found quite a bit of information which has told us that in order to get the city out, oftentimes we will need to chain Zariel, change her back, redeem her.
That would work.
That would also solve your problem. If you are here,
It would. A big step would be releasing the Planetar.
Lanatar. We don't know about that one. Tell us about it.
I mean, Bell created the mechanism that captured him above the city.
Okay.
Solar Insidiator. I talked to you about it. There was a planetar there who was powering the spell, captured within that orb.
Understood.
If you release him,
Let me
he
see
would
if
be
I...
forced for good. I don't know if he'd be weakened, but if what you say is true, no matter what you do, whether or not you're successful or not, I'm going to be here for a long time, possibly forever. So, it is in my best interest to send you to Bell's Forge. He would know how to unlock the mechanism.
Funny you say that. I actually found this place thanks to Bell. So, wouldn't happen to be some sort of unlocking, or key to the incendiator, would there?
I don't know. If there is, he would know. He created it.
Understood.
Hmm.
So, do you think Bell would be on our side, as it were? Because
If you're
we've
against
spoken to...
Zariel, of course Bell's on your side.
Understood. Would he require us to kill Zariel? Or does he simply want her deposed?
Killed, redeemed, removed. Whatever would keep him from becoming the next Archdevil of Avernus. If you could solve his problem for him, I think he'd be for the plan.
Sounds good. Well, that helps us make a bit of an easier decision. We don't have to unlock. There's going to be an Archdevil anyway, and Bell seems the good enough sort. Good enough. At least he abides by the rules of this realm, unlike Tiamat.
Yeah, Tiamat's not even physically here.
Yes, there's a reason, right?
She was killed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, removed.
That's what I mean. Anyway,
So you will unlock this, and if it's successful, you'll come back and release me.
we will try our best, indeed. You
And if
have helped us.
As long as Zariel is no longer the Archdevil, until she's not, I won't step out of this cage, even if you free me, because she'll kill me.
All right. But in accordance with the contract, very simple one. If you are released, then you will not ever dupe any humanoid creature into signing contracts that would do something akin to this. And I don't have an intelligence of 20, but your Ben does. I would like to make that a binding kind of, understand what it means.
Yeah.
You know.
I'll sign your contract.
Wonderful.
Seems as you've learned from my kind.
Technically, I am one of your kind, so... In fact... And I look downwards a little bit. I think I have somebody important waiting for me, so let's get this signed. And then I write the contract out on a piece of parchment. And
he's like chained to he can move around freely within the cell, and so he can stick his hands through the bars and sign it, and he does if you offer that.
Wonderful. We'll try and get you out. Do you have any more information that you have about this place or about Avernus in general that
it's been a very
may be of use to us?
long time since I've been in Avernus.
Yeah.
So most of the information I have you already know or is irrelevant.
Unfortunate.
Oh, boy, am I glad we're not freeing you right now. Here I thought we were going to free somebody and add a fourth to our travel party. This would make things much easier and much quicker, and this way we'd be able to do our jobs better. Thank you for the information.
Shouldn't you be hurrying? I'm sure people are dying in El Sorel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I say, Nightsparks, maybe?
Oh yeah, watch this, and then I'm gonna do the thing, and then tell it like, "Nice Sparks, take us away," and then poof, smoke, and then poof, we're gone.
And you see him kind of just looking around, and he goes, but you can't understand it.
He reads
It's all
lips.
warbly. He can't see his lips because he's all.
I'm just fucking with you.
And then I think at this point, Vol would probably just lead them through other parts, and if there was something that they wanted, a place that they saw that was interesting that they wanted to stop at.
Unless you
Otherwise,
want
we
to fight
just go back to the
monsters,
car.
there's nothing else.
Okay.
Fortunate.
thought you said there'd be
sorry.
treasure in here.
Yeah, just to confirm, just so I get this right in my head too, where the safe was, that was part of the command deck, right? Where we were?
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
That was up top. Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Then we just head back to the vehicular thing.
Vehicle.
Vehicular.
Um,
Now, we did agree to retrieve the adamantine bars, and judging from this new information that it's being used to capture and hold a planetar, maybe Bell intended to have him released from the get-go, which would align with what we want to do.
Yes, I think that's the thing is we
So
came here kind of before we spoke to Thavius.
Yes.
I got the impression, and I agree with you, that we were thinking maybe Bell was going to not release, and that
Yes.
it would have something to do with it. But, you know, all things adding up, including Thavius's testimony, seems as though releasing the Planetar might be, in fact, the thing to do.
Now, a question for both of you, Magdor, Yorvin. What is a planetar?
Oh, it is a creature, very much like a Titan that we just released, except for
Yes,
much
okay.
smaller. Much smaller. And it
So
also
a
has
lot of
wings.
power. A
Yes,
lot of power
and
condensed into a
dense.
small form.
Yes, very powerful.
I want to try and kill it. In an ideal world, this one seems like it could help us.
I mean, they're celestial creatures. They're lawfully
But,
good.
no, just for the challenge of it. You know what I mean? Like, you've been around us enough. We just like to challenge ourselves.
True,
So
true.
I think I'd like to. But
Well, if we ever
I-
find ourselves in the fields of Elysium, we'll challenge a Planetar to Mortal Kombat.
Hell yeah.
Mortal Kombat. Anyway, cool.
Back at the car.
Oh,
Unless
so you head back
something
to the
were
car,
happen to
and
us.
as you're walking towards it, out of the lower, you pop out of some of the lower holes out of the side, and as you start to make your way towards the car, I'd say the car. Did you park the car relatively close to the side, or was it? How far away was it?
It was like to the. It's going to be a really weird sounding thing. To the point where you could see the whole structure without having to move your head. That's how far, like,
So
you know.
it's like 500 feet away, because it's very
Sure,
tall.
Yeah, that makes sense too. Yeah, because
Yeah.
we also
Yeah.
probably didn't want to attract the attention of the Vrog.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't have to go this, but you can do this and still see the top of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
While you're about, because I in my mind, and this is purely aesthetic, so it's not going to affect anything, but it does kind of set the scene a little bit. Let me find this real fast. So you kind of had to go above the level where it was buried to get to a hole that leads you out, right? And as you're kind of up and you can see your car, through these holes, and you start to climb through, and in the distance, you hear the sounds of a bunch of car engines. Multiples. And let me see. And as you hear that sound, you see in concert not long after, probably I would say a quarter mile away, 4 vehicles shooting across the hellscape directly towards the wreck that you are currently in. And it looks as though they will be here before you have a chance to try and make an escape because of their speed and the distance from your car. And as they approach at maximum velocity, we will pause there and find out what happens next week as these unknown entities approach your party unknowingly.
Hell yeah.
Hell
All right.
yeah. You got
Kill
the
'em all.
rods. You found Thavius. Let's go. Kill him all. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him.
I gotta kill something.
You did already. You're the only one, in fact, that actually killed something.
That's what I said. I got to kill something.
Oh, I thought you said I thought you meant like I gotta I need
Oh,
to.
no,
I
no,
gotta kill
no,
something.
No, I
Okay.
yeah. After.
But yeah. GG's, gents. That was fun.
Yeah.
And next week we
Yeah,
will
sorry, I'm
continue.
a little out of it today.
It's
Yeah.
okay. It's not your
Same
fault.
though.
I'm also out of it.
It's explicitly Brandon's fault.
It
It
is
is
my fault.
explicitly his fault.
100% Brandon's fault.
But it's
God
also
damn
my
it,
sister's
Brandon.
fault.
Yes, it's also your sister and your
also
father.
your sister and your father. Yeah. But that's where we're gonna end it. Thanks for being here, everyone. Barb and Nolan for swinging by, and we will chat at y'all later. Hope you have a wonderful night, and we'll see you later.